you have this codependency that you think is love, and then you have this addiction to the passion and the frustration with each other that you think, oh, that's love. Or
is Justin Bieber really gonna get rid of his wife? How much does he miss and want to be with Selena? To find out what else is going on, stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel by clicking the bell icon and giving this video a big thumbs up. Even though Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez called it quits on their relationship a few years ago, their romance was far from over. Bieber is no longer single as of September 2018 following his marriage to model Hailey Baldwin. Before Hailey, there was Jelena, and their tumultuous love story will never be forgotten. Let's take a look at the highs and low points of their relationship. After their first date in 2010 at an IHOP in Philadelphia was called a friendly hangout, they went public with their romance in February of 2011. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber kept their relationship on the down low for a while until revealing it to 17 magazine. Selena made the following statement: "I'm not a fan of scurrying away. The truth is, I'm only 18 and I'm going to be in a relationship at some point in my life, so I'm going to keep certain things to myself." She admitted, "I'm okay with hanging out with others and exploring my own interests." As a result of Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez being in the limelight, public displays of affection have become less taboo. At the 2011 Billboard Music Awards, the two were seen kissing as Bieber accepted one of his many awards. Bieber kissed her cheek when she co-hosted the MTV VMAs pre-show with him in August. "I never want her to feel like I'm ashamed of her," Bieber said at a news appearance 1 year after he made that decision. After a 2-year relationship, the couple broke up in November of 2012. She ended their relationship about a week ago. When they were so far apart, things grew tense. She struggled with trust. While ending the relationship was never easy, it had to be done, said a source. The couple reunited for dinner a few days later, but the breakup was inevitable despite the reconciliation. Not long before the holidays, Justin Bieber confirmed that he and Selena Gomez had stopped talking. In the same interview, Bieber said that he still cares for Gomez. During the interview, he explains, "The breakup affected us, especially when we were in front of so many people. It's such a public thing. It's just hard for both of us, but she's a great woman. I love her till this day." As if Justin's sadness at Selena's split with him wasn't enough, we soon learned that he actually moved on pretty quickly. That could explain why he's missing her so much right now. Selena observed a fan's place card that said, "Marry Justin, please," while on the Revival tour. Seeing Selena's expression, it seemed like she had enough of him, so she seized the sign and crumpled it. Yikes! When she began seeing other men, it seemed that Justin had gotten the message. The first time we saw Selena out with a new beau, she was with The Weeknd. Unfortunately, Selena's happily ever after was not to be. Fans were also skeptical that the reason why Selena wasn't able to hit it off with Abel, aka The Weeknd, was because of her reunion with Justin. This one fan said, "So Selena Gomez and The Weeknd break up just randomly after her and Justin went to breakfast and church together?" Another fan was also quite mad about how Selena had dealt with this brief reunion. They said, "Selena Gomez breaking up with The Weeknd and having breakfast with Justin Bieber makes me feel a lot better about the past decisions I've made." We then saw photos of Justin and Selena. Was it around that time that they decided to rekindle their romance? Soon after that, it started up again. We'd see them all over town. They'd be seen going to church together and then on separate dates such as bike rides and more. A source even reported that Justin is still very happy. They have had quiet date nights at home and outings to local low-key spots. They're still catching up and just enjoying hanging out. They have learned from past mistakes and are not putting any pressure on each other. Things are much different and more mature. Unfortunately, Justin and Selena's romance did not last, since he married another woman far too fast, in our opinion. Fans were definitely not pleased when they heard how quickly Justin had chosen to move on from his 8-year-long relationship. In response to someone saying they want to become Hailey, a fan tweets, "So you'd rather be second choice? Ouch." Selena's grief at losing the love of her life was palpable as the pair tied the knot. After their wedding, she uploaded this picture on Instagram, and we can sense the grief in her face. Selena went on to date a number of other individuals after the breakup, but it seemed like Justin and Hailey were experiencing problems in paradise within the first year of their marriage. On the streets and on social media, people were spotting Hailey arguing everywhere. This TikTok video is one of the most telling signs that the two are in constant conflict. Bieber may be heard shouting at his girlfriend in the footage we saw of him and Baldwin in Las Vegas. In another instance, she was cut off for responding to a question that was specifically aimed at him, which seems unusual for him. Hailey was also about to answer a fan's inquiry when Justin stopped her in an obnoxious statement. He said, "It was my Lyme disease."
It sucks that the tour was.
You just answered she was asking me. Huh? They were asking me because it's my Lyme disease. It's not your Lyme disease. Are you worried about my Lyme disease?
Well, I was helping.
May we also point out that Justin was also being very sweet to Selena around this time. When Gomez was subjected to public and media body shaming, he turned to social media to enhance her self-esteem. He smashed the haters by admiring Selena, which silenced all the haters on his path to becoming a better person. According to a source, Justin sent her a screenshot of her bikini pic with a whole bunch of thumbs up emojis, which was sweet. It means a lot to get that support from him. She still values his opinion more than anyone else, so that's helped her confidence a ton. It has been revealed that Selena's turbulent relationships have left her with a lack of trust. Justin stated that he behaved impulsively and that he wanted to improve himself for future relationships. In an interview, Justin said he would try to better himself. "In my past relationships, I went off and just went crazy and went wild, just was being reckless," he said, referring to his past with Gomez. "This time, I took the time to build myself and focus on myself and try to make the right decisions and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I got better." In spite of the fact that Justin was kind to his ex-girlfriend Selena, he was really harsh to his current wife. Is it fair to say that you thought the clips we showed you previously were cruel? Well, hold on, folks. There is more to come. In one case, while Hailey and Justin were live streaming in their vehicle, he went ahead and said, "If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago. If my man said that to me, he'd be done."
If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
Too bad for.
Because all of his behaviors point to the same conclusion, he really sounds like he wants to divorce Hailey. There's also a good chance that Selena won't accept him back, though. When discussing her former relationship, she often mentions how unlucky she feels. She also said on several occasions that even her friendship with Justin Bieber was causing her mental distress. Ex-girlfriend Selena Gomez alleges that Justin Bieber subjected her to emotional abuse when they were together. "I found the strength in it. It's dangerous to stay in a victim mentality," Gomez said of her rocky relationship with Bieber during an interview with NPR. "And I'm not being disrespectful. I do feel I was victim to certain abuse." When asked if this could be classified as emotional abuse, Gomez said yes. "Yes, and I think that's something that I had to find a way to understand it as an adult. As much as I definitely don't want to spend the rest of my life talking about this, I'm really proud that I can say I feel the strongest I've ever felt, and I found a way to just walk through it with as much grace as possible." Well, that's all for today, folks. Check out some of these other gossip-filled videos that we have for you. As soon as we hear any news regarding the possible return of Jelena, you will be the first to know.